for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action now. Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Randall Cobb, 63 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, zoom. Hey, easy.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Over. Hey, easy.
Play action. Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
21. Back, kill. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Kill. Get that, Sammy. Get that ball. Check 24. Hey, Charlie. Hey, easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he hits his man, Matthews. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Hey, easy.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Cooper was the intended target. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Easy, opposite. 5-1. Hey, easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
11. 5. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let it go deep for the... Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He won't go down. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Ready. You're good. Ready. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Check. 11. Hey, orbit. Here we go.
Breeze now. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On second down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
21. Hey, Alpha. Let's go, Mike. 50. Hey, easy. Go.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Kill. Hey, easy.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Again has it complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You. Ready? 95,
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now Breeze on third down. And Matthews has it right side. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey, easy.
Breeze going to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions. You know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Kill. 50. Too little, cupcake. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 0-2. Check. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Wait, that. Mike's 50.
Now Breeze again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Switch. 11. Hey, Echo. Hey, easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Go. Here we go.
Now Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10.
We taking wins home. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 31. 5-9. Hey, wahoo. Check 50. Hey, easy. Here we go. Ricky. Mike 55. Let's go, Ty. Hey, easy. We got this.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 25. Check 20. Here we go, 21. Hey, exit. Here we go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
What's good on the extra point? So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Marr now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, easy.
Now Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch you kill. Sammy. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, kill. Hey, easy. Let's go right here.
Snap comes at 1, and now Brees. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, zoom. Here we go.
Here's Brees. Thomas has got it. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So Brees is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
5-1. Hey, Charlie. Hey, easy.
So here we go on 4th down with Brees. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11. Situation, let's go. Slam. 5. Ready, check. Hey, we got Mike 50. Here we go. Let's make these bases. Ready, check.
Here's Brees to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
12. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Tonight.
They'll go for it. It's Brees. Looking long for Thomas. But that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was trying to get Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Over.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Under. Bend it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Tonight.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Ready. You ready? Kill. We go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, team 6. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. 11. Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, bravo. Here we go, team. Here I come. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, D-line.
To throw is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Matthews the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 13. Over. Hey, kill.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Crunch. 53. 50. Mike 50. Let's go one more. Let's go Mike 50. Mike 50.
Breeze now to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Prescott. Cooper's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy, opposite. Hey, orbit. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Back and go full street. Kill. Watch the shit. Hey, Alpha. Watch the shit. Where's that? 55. Check pass. Hey, easy. Hey,
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
5-9. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, watch it. Easy, opposite. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. Mike. 13. 50. Watch the flood.
Breeze is looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, kill.
Breeze now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Antoine Woods in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Ready.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check 26. Watch twist. Watch two kill. Sammy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Kill. Shit. Here we go. Hey, easy. Is that yours? Who's that? Hey. 36. Mike 50. Check tight. Hey, no, look up.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
56 is the mark. Here we go. Check 99.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tie.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.